And that is the biggest thing we are passionate about is Hey, I'm Tyler Maggi, was the Springfield Market President for a little over 2 years here at Table Rock Community Bank. Super happy to announce that we folded those reins right over to Josh Sapp.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And congratulations on your promotion to Chief Lending Officer.
Thank you.
We have been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're going to approve all of my deals. So I appreciate that.
Well, it's been a long time coming. I feel like we've had this conversation working together for a long time.
We did say we would work together someday.
Absolutely.
So today's the day. Welcome to our series on real community banking, where we are going to give you an inside look at real community banking topics.
That's right. Today I think let's talk about local decision making and how important it is.
Local decision making is incredibly important.
It's hard to paint the whole picture too of what somebody is on a piece of paper, right? Like,
sure, absolutely.
You go out, you go out and meet with the customer. Sometimes we're taking underwriters with us out there to get the whole picture. Having that personal touch with it goes a long ways.
Well, and these are people that we have known for years, so we have a ton of history with them. We've seen the projects that they've completed in the past.
Yeah.
So all of those pieces that you can't put on paper, that you can't put in a number, they show up, right, in our decision making.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, cash flow always has to make sense.
Sure.
But knowing that or having that information or that knowledge about our local economy helps us make decisions.
Yeah. Well, and even it goes past the lending side too, the depository side, looking at their accounts. How can we help them? How can we look at a sweep account that a lot of banks just don't have the knowledge of?
Right. Well, and decisions here have more of an impact because you're going to see that guy at the grocery store.
Yeah.
You're going to see the guy at the field house when your kid's playing basketball.
Exactly.
Or they're reffing your guy at the basketball game, right? So having an impact on which we love our community.
Yes.
And so, a loan decision impacts an employee, impacts an economy, impacts capital. Those money stay here.
Yep.
And make our area more fruitful.
Yeah. And create more jobs, help go through that. I mean, that is the biggest thing we are passionate about is lending and taking the depository side and keeping it local.
So in your opinion, when someone brings you a loan opportunity or they have a question about a loan, what is the best way that they should approach that with you? I mean, what's maybe some tips that they could do to have a better chance of success?
Yeah. I think over the years of doing it, I think the best thing is a clean loan package, really
Absolutely.
Being on top of financials, having tax returns available, having a personal financial statement available, profit and losses and balance sheets, looking at your receivables, depending on the business of what you're looking at.
And receiving in a timely manner instead of stringing it out for a month.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. It makes the underwriting process that much quicker and gets us, gets everybody an answer.
Yeah,
that much
absolutely.
quicker. But I would say that and just being on top of it, like really being passionate about what you're doing too.
Right.
Like knowing those answers right off the bat, and again, it kind of goes back to that clean loan package. If they're prepared and they know it, they're going to, it's a good thing for business owners to do. Like,
and having a well thought out project,
right?
In an area that they have some expertise in. So, if I came to you and I wanted to open up a dog washing station, you would probably say no, because Josh, you don't know anything about it and you don't have anything prepared for me,
right?
A business plan. And so I think having some expertise about what you want to do, some idea how to get it done, so that they can help us think through it clearly.
Exactly. What's the worst case scenario too? What's the exit strategy? What are those things? Because the banker, we look at the worst case scenario, right?
Sure.
Like really what is the exit strategy? How do we get out of this? And positivity goes a long ways within that. I get it. But at the same token, we've got to look at what the downfall is.
Real world decisions.
Yes, absolutely.
At the end of the day, a bank and a business are business partners.
Absolutely.
We want to do the business. If our customer's having success, then we're having success. So we are intertwined, love making loans, love doing loans, want to do more loans, but it has to make sense.
Yeah.
The opportunity has to make sense for both the bank and the borrower. And sometimes the best thing that can happen for a borrower is a different approach to the task at hand. And so maybe that's a different structure, or maybe it's a different project or something. But one thing with all the local knowledge that our bankers have at a true community bank, what we have gained in experience, I think gives a customer an upper hand.
That's right. Yeah. And the partnership, like you said.
Absolutely.
It is a true partnership.
100%.
You don't want to lose sight of that either with your banker, because that is what community banking is about, and having that knowledge, like you said. So,
yep, couldn't agree more.
Thanks for stopping by today and listening to us. We want to be your partner in the community and impact the community. So thanks again.